Hello, my dear children. How are you all today? I hope you all are healthy and happy. Children, for today's grammar lesson, we are going to continue with the first chapter from your Mastering Grammar book. As of now, we have finished knowing what sentence is, right? So when we speak or when we write, we use a set of words, we use a group of words, and those words come together in correct order to form a sentence. We also know that sentences have a verb, right? They must have a verb, and also that the sentences are sets of two parts, right? First one is the subject and the second one is the predicate. So what is the subject? The thing or the person which is being talked about, okay? And the predicate part was what was being said about the subject, means what was being told about someone or something about which we are talking. So children, last day with phrases and exercises on subject and predicate, we had finished your B exercise and we had just done 3 of it, I think, yes. So today we will be continuing the rest of the exercise and then I'll be telling you about the kind of sentences. Okay, so now children, we will move to number 4 of B. We have already finished 1, 2 and 3. You can watch the previous video lesson if you want to finish that. So now from 4 onwards we will be doing it here. Number B, number 4. Okay. The novel Anand Mat was written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Okay children, so this is our sentence. The novel Anand Mat was written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. So what are we talking about in this sentence? We are talking about the novel Anand Mat, right? So for obvious reasons, this is the subject, okay? And then I told you predicate always must have a verb. So was written is the verb. We know to write is a verb, to write is an action. So was written is the verb here. So the rest of the part, this the novel Anand Mat, what has been told about it, that it was written by Bankim Chandra. So we are going to write the solution for it. We will write down subject for the sentence is, what is the subject here? The novel Anand Mat, okay? And now predicate. Predicate is was written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Was written Chatterjee. Okay. Number 5 now, children. We celebrated our grandmother's 85th birthday yesterday. Okay. So we celebrated our grandmother's 85th birthday. So children, your questions should always revolve or rotate around the verb. So here we can see the verb is celebrated. So how will we understand that which is the subject? This our grandmother is the subject or we is the subject. So here we can see who celebrated it, children. Who celebrated it? Celebration was done by we. That's why we is the topic here. Who celebrated it? So we did it. Okay. That's why subject has to be, subject is we and predicate is the rest of the part. Celebrated our grandmother's birthday. Okay. So children, this is number 4 and 5. Now moving to number 6. Number 6 is more national parks are necessary for saving the wildlife. Number 6. More national parks are necessary for saving the wildlife. Yes, this is indeed a very correct sentence. Indeed, it is a very meaningful sentence. Okay, we need national parks for saving wildlife. Animals are important to this planet, so we need to be very careful with them. So here, more national parks are necessary for saving wildlife. So what are we talking about? What are necessary? Now we have to focus on the verb every time. So what is necessary? Okay, so here you see this one. Are is the verb here working as the main verb for saving wildlife. You have to save wildlife. So we are talking about national parks. So this part has got to be our subject in the sentence, and from there onwards are necessary for saving wildlife. We have it as the predicate. So subject is, which is the subject? Subject is more national parks and predicate is are necessary for saving wildlife. Okay children, so this is number 6. Now moving to number 7. John and Ramesh are selected as school captains. Okay. John and Ramesh are selected as school captains. So subject for this one, John and Ramesh because about whom we are talking about, who are selected, okay, which people are selected. So John and Ramesh are selected. So this is the verb, that's why we have spotted easily the subject, okay. So John and Ramesh are selected as school captains. So the remaining part is the predicate. So your predicate has to be are celebrated are selected as school captains. Okay, children. Now moving to number 8. Number 8 is how beautiful the frock is. Okay. Now for this sentence, children, you have to remember what I told you about exclamatory sentences. Okay, we will be finding the answer to it in our own way. How beautiful the frock is. Now children, if this looks confusing to you because the main subject is not in the front, is not just in the beginning, okay? So how you can find out? We have to change this into statement. I told you this. So what we are going to write, the frock is beautiful. And if you can easily identify it from the sentence itself, you don't need to change it, okay? Because I'm just changing for your easy understanding. The frock is beautiful. So how beautiful is the frock? The frock is very beautiful, or the frock is beautiful. So we see this word, the, okay, the frock. We are talking about the frock. Okay, so the frock is, here the word missing is how, because it's very beautiful, and in sentences we don't use this word how like this. The frock is how beautiful, we don't call it like this. We say how beautiful the frock is. So the frock is being talked about. The topic in this sentence is the frock. So here we can understand that what will be our answer? Subject will be the frock. We are talking about the frock because the frock is beautiful, right? What is beautiful? The frock. So predicate now. With predicate, we see that how will be in the predicate and beautiful is. Okay, children. So this is going to be the predicate part. So this was a good example of exclamatory sentence and how you have to find out the subject and predicate in these kind of sentences. Number 9, have the medicines regularly. So children, you can see that this is what kind of sentence? Have your medicines regularly. So this is an instruction, this is a command. Okay, so someone is asking someone to have their medicine daily. So this is an advice, have your medicines regularly. So here the subject is, because your is the pronoun here, you can understand this is an imperative sentence, okay? Because when you give instruction, when you give command, advice, suggestions, those sentences are called imperative sentence. So for imperative sentence, it has already been told that the subject has to be implied, okay? We cannot see the subject here, but it's understood that the subject is you only. So the subject is you, implied. You have to write implied if you want. Implied, because the thing is being told to you only. So who is listening here? Who must take their medicine? Who should have their medicine? So you should have your medicine. And the predicate part is the rest of it. Actually, the whole sentence is the predicate part. Have your medicines regularly. Okay, children. Now moving to number 10. The last number of this exercise B. Have you seen Manisha? So this is a question. Have you seen Manisha? Have you seen Manisha? Okay, so this is a question. For question, what did I tell you? The process is simple. Again the same thing. You have seen Manisha. You have to turn it into statement. You have seen Manisha. So children, if you want, you can turn it in your mind only to find out. But if you can spot it yourself without turning it or without changing the sentence, you can do it. So you have seen Manisha was the question. You have seen Manisha is a statement. So now we can easily find out about whom are we talking. We are talking about you, right? That whether she has seen Manisha or not, or he has seen Manisha or not. So here we see you is the subject, okay, and predicate is have seen Manisha. Okay, children. You do not need to write this conversion. I just made you write it for your better understanding. Okay. So you don't need to write it. You just need to write these two parts. The subject and the predicate. So children, with this we have finished our B exercise. Now children, moving to another concept, another area. Okay. We will now grow our knowledge here. I told you that sentences are of two parts. Okay, I told you already that there has to be a subject and there has to be a predicate. No, now when we talk or when we speak or write, okay, we usually, what do we intend to do? We want to do some. There has to be some purpose, right? There has to be some purpose for us to talk or write. We want to convey a message. We want to tell something. So in that case, what can we do? Okay, we can make just a statement like I may say that she is wearing a blue frock. Okay, if I said this, so I just made a statement. I did not tell anything. I was just telling that it is a fact. Okay, it can be a thought. It can be my opinion. So whatever these kind of sentences, like whatever we want to say, what is the purpose of the sentence spoken, so there has to be certain things that we do. Either I can ask you a question, either I can express my emotion, or I can just order you, right? I can order you that you should come to my class daily, if that's an instruction, right? You must watch my video lessons every day. So all these things that I am instructing you to do are actually categorized in some kind of sentence. So today we will be finding out what are the different kinds of sentences and how we identify them. Okay, so children, now you will be looking at the board and read some sentences first. Okay, now the first sentence is I own a cat. That means I have a cat. Okay, I own a cat. Number 2 sentence is do you own a cat? Do you own a cat? Okay. Number 3, feed the cat. Okay. And number 4, what a cute cat. You can see, children, in these 4 sentences, all my purpose is very different. Okay, in the first sentence, I own a cat. I just told a fact. I just stated a fact. I just told something. I own a cat. So now children, there when we are just making a flat statement, we are just saying things for the sake of saying it. Okay, we are just informing, or we are just telling about a fact. Okay, fact means what? Information. We want to give some information. So this here in the first sentence, I own a cat, is just a plain simple statement. This is the most common type or common kind of sentence that we know about. We will be learning its name later. Now next question, Number 2, do you own a cat? Okay, so do you own a cat is of course a question, right? I am asking you whether you have a cat or not. So you might answer anyway, and if you answer, that can become a statement, right? That means that can come in the first category of the sentence. Now with the third one, feed the cat. I am asking you, or I am ordering you, commanding you to feed the cat. I want you to feed the cat. Okay. So now with the fourth sentence, what a cute cat. You are expressing yourself. You are expressing your wonder when you have looked at the cat, because the cat is very cute. So you expressed yourself, you expressed your emotion, you expressed your feelings, and this will be the fourth kind of the sentence. So now we will find out the names of each type of sentence here and what is their purpose. Now in the first sentence, okay, in the first one, what do we see? I own a cat. This is a statement. Such kind of sentences are known as assertive sentence. Okay. Now children, if you see, we are declaring also something, right? We are declaring, or we are stating a fact. We are telling something. So now here, assertive is also known as declarative sentence. You should know the other name as well, because this might help. Now children, moving to the next one. Do you own a cat? What is this kind of sentence? When you are asking questions, okay. The first one was just stating fact, okay, giving statement. Now children, when we are asking question, what we are supposed to do when we ask questions? These kind of sentence, children, are known as interrogative sentences. Okay. So interrogative sentences are sentences that ask questions. Now feed the cat. When I am instructing you, when I am ordering you, when I am giving you advice, what are these kind of sentences called? They are known as imperative sentences. Okay, imperative. Now with this, what's a cute cat? When you are expressing your emotions, when you are expressing your feelings, your joy, your wonder, your excitement, your grief, okay? All these sentences fall in the category of which type of sentence? It falls under the type exclamatory sentence. Okay children? So here we have learned about the various kind of sentences. Now we will be going through each of them in detail. Okay, we will be learning about each one of them, and we will also look at the examples. Okay children, so let's get started. I hope you finished the first kind of sentence at least in this video. Okay. So the first one is, I told you, it's assertive sentences or declarative. Let me write both of them. So assertive or declarative sentence. This is the first kind, children. So with this, let me write the heading for today. Okay. Because we are learning kind of sentences. So assertive or declarative. Now I already told you, this is just plain saying. Whatever you are saying just for for the sake of saying it, that's the correct definition for assertive. Correct examples for assertive. Whatever I am saying here, okay, whatever I am talking to you this way in a plain text, in a group of sentences which are statements, just facts. Okay, I'm just explaining you. If I say just the most common example, okay, so you can see that this is a sentence. Yes, this is a sentence and we are learning sentence. So this also becomes a sentence with four words in the group, right? So this is a sentence and I am telling you that this is a sentence. I am just plainly telling you. I am not asking you a question. I am not giving you a suggestion. I am not giving you a command. I am not expressing my emotion. I am just saying it that this is a sentence and it's true. This is a sentence, right? So this is a sentence. These kind of sentences are assertive or declarative sentences. We will be learning about them a little, some examples. Let me give you some more examples here. Number 1. Sailesh lives with his uncle. Okay. Number 2, the sun rises in the east. This is a fact. Okay. Next is, there are 20 chairs in the room. So you see, children, here all these sentences are pure statements. We are just saying it. Okay. So I love to play in the garden. Number 5. Mohini wants to visit the Taj Mahal. Okay. So children, we can see that a proper frame of statement are these sentences. Okay. So Sailesh lives with his uncle. It is a fact. If he lives with him, I am just saying you, I am just telling you this. So the sun rises in the east is again a statement and it's a fact also. All the universal truths are facts. There are 20 chairs in the room. So I am just stating a fact again. I love to play in the garden. Mohini wants to visit the Taj Mahal. So children, now with this, okay, you understand that whenever, like, I am talking to you in plain text, right, in plain statements. So I am not asking you questions. I am not giving you command. So when I am talking to you like this, when I am talking to you, okay, I am using these kind of sentences. And when I ask you questions, those questions are interrogative. Okay, if I give you command, those sentences are imperative, and if I express my joy, express my wonder, express my excitement that what a lovely day, what a beautiful weather, okay, all these things, when I express my joy, or alas, he is no more, okay, he died. So these statements are exclamatory sentences. So children, for our next lesson, we are going to continue with all these kind of sentences. We are remaining with the 3 kinds of sentences now. The rest of the 3 are interrogative, imperative and exclamatory. We will be learning about that in our next video lesson. Till then, I hope you all keep yourself safe and you are aware that you need to wear your masks and use sanitizers regularly. You need to be very precautious. Okay, you need to take all the precautions possible So children, till then, take care of yourself and your family. Bye-bye.